Once again, little flat pass, lovely touched by Henderson. Tyke Byrne gets it away, couldn't quite get the pass away. Just knocked forward by Ireland with 2 minutes now to go. Ireland, remember, 22, Australia 19. To win the game, the Wallabies are going to have to score a try. A penalty would tie it, and they wouldn't want that. There's only ever been one drawn game between these two, and they've been playing for 1,000 years.
Yeah, Jim, such small margins there. Tyke Byrne gets his hand free there, and we could have been through. And look, Australia in the last passages of play have been guilty of unforced errors, mistakes there. Obviously, the pressure's on both sides there. They're desperate to get something out of this. So yeah, it is going to be a long 90 seconds.
Australia have brought on, and I am not kidding you, and he was conceived before the books were written. It's one Harry Potter. Is there going to be a bit of, forgive me for this, dear Lord, a bit of wizardry from the Australian replacement? We'll have to wait and see, but it's an Australian scrum. They're a long way from the Irish try line, and they need to try to win this game. A draw wouldn't do them, wouldn't be all that satisfactory. Might be worthy of what's been a great game. But clock is on. It's a minute and a half to go. Ireland put a bit of pressure on the scrum, and the referee, I thought, was going to give a free kick or a penalty against Ireland, and he's asked them to do it all again. Ireland with a complete new front row. All the Irish replacements have been used. Gus McCarthy, record-breaking Cian Healy, Tom O'Toole, Liam Henderson, Peter O'Mahony, Craig Casey, Jack Crowley, and the first of all to come on was Gary Ringrose. Referee Andrea Piardi. I wonder how he'll be assessed over his performance today. Not very well by the Irish crowd, who of course are somewhat biased. So here we go again. As the clock started yet again, we've got about a minute and a half remaining. Indeed, about a minute and 20 seconds. And off we go as the clock started. Come on, little clock, keep going. And yes, it does go. A minute and 20 seconds to go. Australia's scrum, 5 metres outside the 22, directly in front of their posts. Australia defending the Havelock Square end. Big scrum by Ireland. Ball back on the Australian side. Ireland have disrupted it totally. That's good work by the men in green. And the referee has penalised Ireland for somebody putting a hand in the ruck there, Chris.
Yeah,
how
I think
could you do that?
Josh van der Flyer, I think it was maybe his foot trying to scoop the ball back. Tom O'Toole there, the Ulster tight head, did a really good job of locking up that scrum. He's had a couple of really important scrums, did a great job to put the pressure on Australia, and unfortunately van der Flyer, who's been flawless tonight, just gives away I think a penalty on the ground. So disappointing, but yeah, in the middle of the park now, another defensive set coming up.
Line out to Australia, just inside their own half. They shorten the line out. They take it well. Down to McDermott, gets it away to Lolosio. Little pop pass up to Soalie, of whom we've seen so very little in this game. We have 20 seconds to go. Ireland digging in. Australia have got to get the ball away. Alatoa does it. Here's a chance for Soalie. He steps back in field up to halfway. Well taken by Ireland. Great work by Tyke Byrne. Managed to hold him up and does the sensible thing and releases the game. Alatoa taken down on the halfway line. Australia moved the ball to the left. Lolosio gets it away. Soalie once again tries to get outside Keelan Doris, who cuts them down. What a great game the Irish skipper has had. Once again, men in green putting bodies on the line. And not only that, their defensive excellence in the middle of the park has brought a penalty. And Ireland have the penalty. And all they have to do now is tap the ball and kick it into touch. And they celebrate Cian Healy's record 134th international appearance for his country by a victory over the Wallabies. What a moment in this game, and what a moment in this season. And there'll be a wee smile in the face of Andy Farrell, because he knows the next time he sees Joe Schmidt, he'll be wearing the red outfit of the Lions as opposed to the green here of Ireland. What a game that was. What a finish that was. It was nip and tuck. Not nip and tuck, Chris, all the way through.
Absolutely, Jim. A really competitive, great test match for me. Like the errors and the sloppiness from Ireland. That Ireland, to be 22-19, to win this game at the end the way they have, to dig in, the belief, the desire for this team, the bench to come on to finish the job. A different day. Australia are absolutely gutted, Jim. That game, they really turned up. They have leaders in this team. Joe Smith's obviously come in just the right time to make this Lions trip next year going to be really, really exciting, because there are some really, really talented players in that Australia team, and Ireland will be the feeling of relief. Anytime you win a test match, you come off the pitch, you're just physically exhausted, but you're mentally exhausted. And for them to cope with that pressure, especially on a day where Cian Healy obviously breaking that the record, it was just a fitting tribute that they got the job done for him. So just an unbelievable experience to be here tonight.
Is that the sort of performance by Ireland that will concern England, who come here at the beginning of February in the first game? And now we're looking ahead, Chris. No point looking backwards. That's all history. Ireland's first game in the 2025 Six Nations is England here in this very ground.
I don't think it'll worry them in regards to the style of play that was shown tonight in general, but I think it's still the belief that this Irish team, they're still not their perfect performance, but still able to get a really important win, a big win against a big team. And it's the mental toughness. Some of the guys will just keep the desire to keep fighting for each other, the belief in each other. They showed why they're up there in the best teams in the world still.
Chris, thank you for today. Thank you for your company all the way through the autumn. It was 13-5 to Australia at the interval. Back came Ireland, and they went ahead with about 20 minutes of the second half gone, 15-13. Wallabies came back.